Hello, hello all. Welcome once again to Blaine's Escape Corner, our little corner of the internet, where we get together and talk about things that help us escape. Today, I am doing a sparkling water with yuzu. It's got 1% yuzu in it. It has 1 calorie. I feel like if you have 1 calorie for like 8 ounces of liquid, you're allowed to just put zero. Like, what? Who's counting the 1 calorie? Like, who's that? Who's that tight in their diet that they're like, oh, I gotta count this calorie of liquid? Comp everybody. Ugh. My diet's fuck. God, that was the calorie that broke the uh hippo's back. That's what that is. I'll never cut at this rate. It's never gonna work. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What do we got going on? You've already had 2,000 calories. I can't handle one more. Yeah, what am I good? What's the what is it? I wonder if I can play this. It's from The Meaning of Life. It's an old movie, right? It's Monty Python. This fat guy's like eating just stupid amounts of food, and then the butler's like, "Would you like an after dinner mince?" He's like, "No, not another bite. I can't have another bite. I'm gonna burst." Eats the fucking mint, and he just explodes everywhere. Gorgeous weather today. It was beautiful today. It was quite lovely. Quite lovely. And the Boobaroo is back, and the Boobaroo no longer leaks, so we're good there. Live from an undisclosed room in an uncharted region of the internet comes a legend, the legend of Blaine's Escape Corner. Isn't that lovely? I have a legend now. Here's what I want. You beat Xenoblade 2 DLC, so now I play the first game. Is that one of those where the first game is actually like the prequel or the sequel? So you play the second one, then the first one? Kind of a Metal Gear thing or something like that? You have a deep enough voice to pull off the Peter Cullen lead in though. That's okay. You just tweak some stuff on your soundboard, and then you can just be like, live from an undisclosed room in an uncharted region of the internet. And you can play around with it like that. Presentation mode. Let's do this first. Can't wait to play the System Shock remake. Ooh. What is it? I actually haven't looked at the remake. Is it purely just like improved graphics, like doing like better design, or are they changing any of the actual gameplay elements? Show me. You're out now, aren't you? You should have a trailer somewhere. Like basically 6 stories written at the same time. Each one is made into a game or DLC, so you can play the second before the first. Interesting. Boobaroo is leaking. Yeah, a little oil leak out of the turbo return line. And when I tell you, this is just a pro tip. If I come in and I say, hey, that little leak that I've had on the turbo return line that you guys have told me about, because I've taken it to the same shop for most of the work that I need, that hasn't been a big deal, just a drip drop here, there. Please make it go away. I'm tired of having a drip drop out of the bottom of my Boobaroo. And they say, yeah, sure, we'll take care of that. And they get it up there, and then they call me and they're like, the oil pan seems to have like a rash, and there's like a leak coming from here. And I'm like, okay, replace that. And they're like, okay. Uh, and then they don't think it's the and they don't think it's the turbo return line that I told them leaks. And they get it up there and they go to replace the oil pan and they're like, wait a minute, it is the turbo return line that's leaking. And I'm like, no shit, Sherlock, why do you think I came in asking for you to do the turbo return line? Do you think I just say these things for fun? Like, oh, I got an oil leak. Maybe it's from the headlights. You can find it though. No, I said there is a line that goes from the turbo back down to the sump. And I need that to get fixed. And you're like, oh, look, it's actually this. No, it's not. It's not that. I would know if it was that. Anyway, it's back. It no longer leaks. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so it's like a full graphics looking good, looking clean. We got hands. We got other stuff. Okay. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's looking good. I would be upset if they took it and it wasn't just like a graphical like redo. If they like, what if System Shock was third person? I would be like, fuck you. It's on Steam, but you'll play it on PC. Yep. You gotta play the first and second before the third because it connects them. Oh, okay. By the way, do you think it's a good to cut the cord off a classic Nest duck hunt gun, paint it black, and try to rob a store? Don't. A guy in SC tried it and got arrested. Don't forget to put on a wig. I think the wig was the part that actually got them in trouble. This is why America has rules about like our fake guns having to be painted in unnatural colors. Like you have to have an orange tip or like the whole gun has to be a weird color. Um, because when morons do stuff like that, they can say, "Oh, and here's another crime you've committed." And they just add a little bit extra, a little extra on top of there. The demo was very smooth. Yeah, I feel like do you mean like everything played well or like the way it controlled was smooth? Cuz I've played a couple I'm trying to think, what did I play? Was it a Doom rebuild? There was something I played and this was years ago and it was a remake of an older title and when you played, you felt like you were just like gliding around like a tripod on rails. Very strange. Maybe it was the Serious Sam that came on GameCube. Maybe that's what it was. It just felt very weird. And then I realized that like a lot of first person shooters have like an acceleration as you move now and deceleration, the bob, like there's a lot of stuff that happens now to make the games feel more real versus what we used to have. And it is kind of weird actually to go back and forth. Welcome,
Hell,
Stranos.
no, it felt normal, but I played the original System Shock just a little bit. I never really got into actually trying them out. I just basically like opened it up, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, the UI was extremely smooth. Let me see if I can bring up my recording because I'm pretty sure I still have it.
No, not a small form Honda engine, Veritax, a EJ205, so a small Subaru engine. Utility mechanics things I diagnosed, but don't know enough to actually fix, and they do the same crazy thing to me instantly. Insanity, I tell you. The difference is all of the stuff that I know about is from stuff that like I redid the intake, I redid the cat back. So like I know I saw it, but I didn't want to do it. I was like, God, it's not a big deal. It's a little drip drop. But then when I have the drip drop and I'm like, oh, the dino doesn't want drip drops on the dino, and I'm like, all right, I'll take care of my drip drops. And I go in and I tell you what to do. Just fucking do it. I don't get it. Do you need a card? Do you need me to send you a picture? What do you need?
What do I need you to do? Or what do I need to do
How
for
do
you
I
to do
need to
what I
say
need you to
this
do?
to make you do the thing I'm asking you to do? That's what I maybe what I should have done is I should have gotten an aftermarket turbo return line, like a braided stainless or something like that, and been like, hey, I
Yeah,
want you to install this,
demo
and then they would
was
have had to fix it.
just the first opening bit of the game. Yeah, this is like the little trailer thing you saw before. Or yeah, let me change the audio
It's
too,
been in
because I
dev
don't
for a
need the
while. Yeah,
audio
I
on.
didn't they announce it last?
Oh, it's not coming through, is it? Yeah,
No, I'm not seeing anything because
that's
it's
kind of
doing that
funny.
thing.
I don't know why it doesn't want to do that one. Maybe it's a thing that's not supposed to do it, so you can't just stream to other people. You know?
Right.
Yeah, we'll do it just the window or
Go to
the
a different
screen that
shop.
is.
Pop. They fired my boy. They fired my boy. I had a guy that worked at this shop, and he doesn't work there anymore. I don't know if he just quit, but he's just not there. So I just pretend they fired him and replaced him with a bunch of garbage.
That is what the start of the game looks like. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. I like the aesthetic. It's got like nice dark and light.
Mm-hmm.
Does pretty good with lighting.
My favorite thing is the color. The fact that they've
Yeah,
kept it all in that sort of like cyber blue.
they
So
have
like,
the same type of thing for the hacking that they had before.
okay,
You just kind of fly around these weird looking spaces.
gives it a very different look.
Yeah, go back a little bit to something like this. Yeah, stuff like this. It was a little bit weird to get used to the enemy ranges, but swinging around and attacking them felt pretty good. It felt like stuff visually connected where it should. I spent a lot of time just looting literally everything.
Shadows are a little off.
Well, yeah, they're a little bit pixelated,
About
like right here
like
you can see. Yeah.
not that one, the enemy. He looked like a little too dark when he got into the shadow. It was like, and you can't see him now.
Yeah, that's something you're probably gonna see in more places when the lights are out. Yeah, you have like good
Yeah, he
smooth
goes from like being very
animations.
easy to see to just being like a shadow coming at you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
funny.
based on how the lighting works because I assume it's based on
Damn
larger
you, goblin.
chunks. Yeah. Uh, it felt pretty good to go around and I liked playing the demo.
Exactly, DR. This is why video
I think
game remakes.
they completely preserved the map.
Oh, good.
I believe it should be
This is why
identical.
video game remakes happen and everybody's happy about it versus if you get a movie announced that's like oh, we're going to make this movie, we're going to remake it. It's like,
'Cause yeah,
why?
look at
We
the
can just watch the
reflections on that. It
movie.
just like looks nice. Because it's
But
not
like
ray tracing, it's just baked in, but yeah, it looks really good.
just advancements in tech, teams that want to go back, people who don't want to
How
play
did I
the
not
old
headshot
clunky
this guy?
original.
Still makes me upset. I shot this guy a bunch, it just didn't matter.
He's just got a helmet or something. What?
I guess. I'm not sure what it was, but the other guy's head I just blasted clean off. I come down
That's fun.
here, and it's just like, boom, you're dead. And then this guy, I just completely missed, just repeatedly. Yeah, it
That's
was a
fun.
fun demo. It was definitely one of the better ones I played. I did,
Cool.
yeah, I just didn't feel like I needed to talk about it in my video because I had plenty of other stuff to talk
Because
about.
everyone was already excited for it.
Yeah, everybody like this has been years and years and years coming.
Yeah.
It was one of the most popular demos.
Do we have any waifu movement?
You didn't do this yesterday, yeah? Why was
No,
that,
no, we
Blaine?
didn't.
Blaine, why
We
was that?
we ran out of time. I don't know. Something happened. Something came up. Something came up. We had to correct.
I haven't been watching that much more anime. I've been just watching an episode here and there. I'm
I don't
gonna.
even know if we really have adjustments to make. I think the only adjustment I would need to make is I need to get that new Oshinoko character on here.
Akane.
Yeah, Akane needs to join the fight. And then maybe Coffee. Where's Coffee Maker? She's moving up to A tier.
You want a
Veronica
woman who'll
goes,
make you coffee and be happy about it.
"Yeah, she makes good coffee." And she smiles, and her way of teasing the guy is fun.
Is
I
that all a man
appreciate that.
needs? A woman to smile at him?
Yep, with
Yes,
an
yes.
iced cold cup of coffee or a hot cup of coffee or a I
Whatever
don't know.
cup of coffee he
Yeah,
likes.
some kind of coffee, Irish coffee. And I think I kind of want to move Mjorne down, but I don't know.
What's your favorite type of coffee?
My favorite type of coffee is it's going to be a tie between a cortado and a campana.
Just
A
simple.
Yeah, cortado is just equal amounts espresso to steamed milk, and then a campana is just like I said yesterday, a little shot of coffee with a little dab of whip on top.
And that's pretty good. Or that's a pretty good idea. I just no
Are you a
coffee.
coffee drinker?
No. And maybe
What
I'll
if I
try
put
some
cinnamon in
tomorrow.
it? Would you enjoy it then?
I don't really like cinnamon that much. I'd probably prefer mocha.
Oh, there you go. First coffee I ever had was an almond mocha, iced almond mocha. It was amazing.
I say, yeah, I'm probably gonna try one tomorrow. It
I
depends if I get
was
up early enough. Actually, head
10.
out and go get coffee.
If they have almond mochas, they're amazing.
I don't know. They just have like a mocha and a latte option at like the donut shop.
Mmm.
I'll try one of those.
Little donut shop coffee.
It's gotta be better than like a simple whatever black coffee is that's burnt to shit and from like the Keurig cups, like those.
Yeah. Yeah, those get the job done, that's for sure.
They
Mexican
definitely
coffee
are
with steamed
definitely
skim.
one of the coffee of all time. I could tell you that.
What about an Irish coffee? That's probably
What's an
my
Irish coffee?
Irish coffee is coffee with whiskey.
I don't know. I've never had whiskey.
Never had whiskey.
Nope, I've never had whiskey.
Not even like a
I've only ever
accidentally.
the only thing I've ever even like tasted was beer and wine.
Mm. And that's like every single beer or wine you taste is going to taste a little different.
Yeah. It
Unless
was
they're all piss
I
water.
think the beer was I don't actually remember what the beer was. It's
Modelo.
probably a Budweiser. It's probably Budweiser, Bud Light, one of those. Miller Lite. Actually, no, I think it was actually Miller Lite. Yeah.
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
The champagne of beers. Is that what that one is? Hold on. No, no. Miller Lite's not the champagne. Which one's the champagne of beers? I always forget.
I don't know. I don't drink.
Miller High Life. That's the champagne of beers.
Oh, that's funny.
I call it a golf beer, but a lot of people don't. High Life, Lucy's got it.
Yeah, I never really tried any serious types of alcohol. I guess I've tried vodka before too.
You've had
Vodka's
Crown
the
Royale and a bit of
worst.
Smirnoff. Have you at least encountered the Crown Royale bag? The purple sack?
Alcohol, like
No, so Crown Royale. And I say it funny, I know. So it's this whiskey
yeah.
comes in a box and a bag. It
I've
comes
never
with
seen that. That is so
damn bag.
silly.
And there are two uses for this bag that I have come across in my life. The first use is Grandpa, who takes his Crown Royale bag and fills it full of nickels and keeps it by his bedside in case he has to beat an intruder with a sack of nickels. And the second thing I have seen done, let me see if I can find this actually.
They use it as a sock.
Worse. Here we go. The Crown Royale shift boot.
It's the most.
They straight up swap the little like vinyl boot around their shift knob with a Crown Royale
That's the
bag.
trashiest thing I could ever
And there's a way to
imagine.
like tie it and everything. It's so gross.
Yeah, that is seriously the trashiest thing I could imagine.
It's so funny.
This is $20 whiskey. Like,
What? No, it's not.
wasn't it? I thought it was selling for $25. That's what the.
Maybe it was a tiny one. No,
Okay.
Crown is way too expensive for how garbage it tastes. Let me get my local pricing here. Well, that does say 20 bucks.
Yeah, it's like, did it just say 20 bucks there?
I've never seen Crown for. Is it real? I don't shop for
Maybe
Canadian
we
whiskeys.
started boycotting it and nobody knew.
Yeah. I'm not really a Canadian whiskey guy myself, so Crown. Truly a backwards people. Your father did that before? Man.
Crown Royal Purple Bag Project. Buy a
Uh
pack a bag online.
yeah, actually it's 23 for the 750 or 40 for the 1 liter by me.
Okay. So yeah, the big one. The big one's for
Funny.
yeah, that's cheap.
Ah, the way
Relatively.
people talk
Oh,
about
their
it, you'd think it
expensive
was
one.
like a Hennessy or
Their
something.
18-year parent it looks like it was an expensive one, yeah.
Oh, these goobers.
So what's your favorite
Goobers.
whiskey then?
My favorite whiskey. Ooh. Okay, I have two things. One is a whiskey that you can actually find and buy and drink, and that is going to be the Bib Tucker. Um, Bib and Tucker has a 6 year typically bourbon. However, they make a 12 year bourbon, and so Bib and Tucker and Dickel's another distillery. They're basically the same. But their 12 year is really good, and if you have a like a Total Wine or some liquor store by you that'll say, "Oh, we'll do this," they'll bring this in.
Yeah, they
I
send
have
a
seen
store and then you
this.
can pick it up there, yeah.
I have seen this 12 year. Well, they have to buy a batch though, so like you'll see
Ah.
like I have a couple bottles that say like Total Wine on them. They only release like once a year, and so like 1 year it was like 300 bucks a bottle, and I was like nah. But then the next year it was 120, and I was like I'd pay 120 for that. That was a very good one. But their 6 year is only in like the 50s usually, and it's very very good for just straight sipping. Don't mix it. Don't do any of that crap. Um, the other one, you want the actual best whiskey I've ever
That you're
had.
never gonna drink ever again.
I God, if I could. So my wife worked at a steakhouse in Seattle
Ah.
here, and it is a amazing steakhouse. And so I made very good friends with the spirit director, the guy who's like in charge of like buying and bringing in alcohol.
Yeah. I have a friend
And
who's that worked at Texas State Brazil and Fogo de Chao,
yeah,
the two Brazilian ones.
so this is the Yamazaki Sherry Cask. It's a 21-year-old whiskey from Japan, from the
Mm.
Yamazaki distillery. And it was the first round of this, the 2012s were the first non-Scottish whiskey to take number one in the whiskey competitions.
That's pretty impressive.
Um, and they had a bottle, and this was I don't know five. Actually, wait a minute, this might have been 7 or 8 years ago now at this point. And so he took me on a flight through like the entire bar because we were good friends, and he was just like, "Have a seat," and just started pouring shit for me. And I got to this, and I probably spent 30 minutes drinking half an ounce of this, just barely touching it, right? Like a little drop goes down and just enjoy it. At the time, it would have cost me about $3,500 to get a bottle.
Yeah.
Nowadays, 10 grand if you can find it.
uh
It is one of the best brown liquids I've ever tasted. But it's not like you're not gonna be like, oh, I'll go get some. You can't even like find them. So
yeah, they're
there's
coveted.
there's my two recommendations. Sherry cask is
Uh,
always a good idea. It's a great finish.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, that's kind of how alcohol can get, really.
What
It
about
just takes
Nia
a lot of
Teflon, or is this seasonal?
patience.
It's a seasonal waifu chart. Yeah, we always. Thanks for clarifying that, Michael. Why is this not loading? Oh, there we go.
All right, well, I'm gonna get back to working on the video editing.
Do your video editing.
Yeah,
Do
about
it.
halfway through. Hopefully, I can actually get some
Halfway.
work done. Yeah.
Nice.
This is like the second time I've gotten to work on it in like the past 2 weeks.
Are you doing more editing to the one that you released
Yeah,
the?
the one I released.
Oh
This is the second
gosh.
time. Yeah, this is the second time I've been able to actually touch it since I put it out early.
Yeah. Well, at least you got it out,
Yeah.
so we know it exists.
Yeah, now you know it exists. Yeah, I'll see what I can do and see if I can get enough time in that I can put it out tomorrow. It's not like it's that much. I just literally haven't been able to touch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's very
So
exciting.
yeah, put in work
I'm looking
today,
forward
and
to
then
it.
I put in if I have enough time to put in work tomorrow, then I should be able to get out tomorrow.
Nice.
We'll
What's
see how
your
that goes.
what are you tweaking on it?
I'm putting text in. I'm putting a couple clips in. Like I said, simple stuff. I just literally haven't been able to touch it.
Gotcha.
It just takes some time to go through it and make sure all the audio is good. I think the audio balancing was fine. Did you listen to it?
I think the audio worked great. You have
Yeah,
a
yeah. I was gonna say I think
your
the
mic
audio is
setup
good
already has a
enough.
lot of presence to it, which is nice. So I don't think you need to tweak too much.
I was more talking about literally making stuff even enough so it doesn't like go too loud where it's like, oh, I need to turn this down. It's like, oh, it's loud.
Mm,
That's
yeah,
more what
no.
I think of when I'm talking about that.
YouTube
Yeah.
handles so much of that. Like, yeah, if you have it like really off, it can be a problem. But YouTube has like a really natural dynamic processor and like built into it already. So I don't
Because
even
I
know if
noticed
I would
some YouTube
notice it.
videos definitely have issues with that, so I want to make sure that like this should be a pretty simple thing to keep track of. Just listen through and just like, yeah, that sounds right, and usually
Yeah.
it's good enough. There's some parts where I'm getting a little bit louder, but that's pretty normal.
Yeah, you what you want is you want it to be like the dynamics. You want to be able to get louder and then quieter and louder and quieter, and you want that to come across. But you don't want it to every time you get louder. Every time shouldn't peak.
Yeah,
Sometimes it should peak just so that it's funny, but not every time.
you like being funny a lot, don't you, Blaine?
I like being funny. Yeah. What, you make fun of me because I peak all the time?
I'll see you later.
I
Definitely
peak.
see you
I peak
tomorrow.
all the time because I hate my audio. Every
I
time I
might.
listen to it, I'm like, I'm so damn quiet, and then I
I
turn
think.
it up, and then I turn it up, and then I turn it up, and then I start peaking when I turn it
I
back
don't think I'll
down.
change it before my next video, but I think I'll probably change my mic settings a little bit to make sound slightly different.
Yeah.
I'll do that eventually, but it's not the next thing I'm gonna do. I'll see. Oh yeah, I got a new phone today actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because my old phone, uh, Galaxy S9,
Mm-hmm.
basically the little the USB-C slot is just kind of broken. It just doesn't work
Oh
very well.
gosh,
So
I've
yeah,
had
I
a
was like,
couple of those where you're like you're holding the cable at the right position so it'll charge.
I was gonna say it's yeah. I changed the cable. I was like, oh, it's definitely the phone. So
Mm-hmm.
it was old. It's old enough because I got it used already, refurbished. I was like, I'll just get a new one. It cost me like 180 for that one.
Yeah.
And my new one was like 225 for the Google Pixel 6a.
Ooh, going to the Google brand.
Yeah. I don't like the Bixby button. It's
I
the only
also hate the
reason.
Bixby button, but I do this crazy thing where I just disable it. Like I feel like a
Yeah,
lot
I
of people
tried to
hate
do
the
it.
Bixby button, but they
I
never just
tried.
turn it off.
I don't have Bixby installed or anything, but it still does the thing. I couldn't figure out how to disable it. It just didn't
Wait,
take when
really?
I tried it. Yeah. I like went down settings, was like boot that, boop boop. Or well, not settings, but the other one.
The only time I still get Bixby is if I like hit like my Raycon like 3 times on
Oh.
accident. Then it activates, and I'm like, I don't even want to bother finding where I changed that setting.
Yeah, I actually like how smooth I think the S9 is actually smoother in terms of like way I like it swiping in terms of just going back and forth between the home and because the Google Pixel has only home, the like actual page behind it, the apps is like that's useless.
No, weird.
Yeah, you can't reorganize stuff, you can't put stuff in folders. It's just like this is gonna be alphabetical, or you probably sort a different way, but no, this is gonna be alphabetical, and you're gonna like it. or else you're
It
gonna put
just
everything on your home screen.
oh
It's
man, I
like
am a folder whore. My
I am, yeah.
entire like
You can put
app section
folder.
is
Oh yeah,
fully foldered.
yeah. You can put the apps and folders on home screen, but you can't do it in the like back, the back side. So
Weird.
I have to only use my home screen. It's like just weird.
That's super annoying.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad, but it's just weird that it's different like that. Because I pretty much always used the back screen, right? Yeah, I didn't use my home screen.
You never use your home screen. Yeah, my home screen stays basically empty.
My home screen is my browser, the Play Store, and Arknights.
Like sometimes I put like an app on there and then I'm like, why the hell do I have this app on here?
Yeah, it's like literally apps I use every day. I guess I don't use Play Store every day, but basically, yeah, it's just stuff I use every day. So yeah, I think the Google UI is inferior, but I just need a new phone and I'll try it out.
I've heard that they've got just because of the way that they integrate with all the Android stuff without having all of the like Samsung always has like the Samsung calendar and the
Yeah,
Samsung notes and the
I
fact
just
that you can
used
just integrate
yeah.
all of your Google stuff into it works a lot
That's the
cleaner.
only benefit is
And
the
I've been
fact that yeah,
interested in that, but I
I
don't.
just didn't. Yeah, the only thing is I don't want to have the extra Samsung background apps. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only like big benefit. Otherwise,
That makes
I
sense.
generally prefer the Samsung stuff.
Do I want to learn agility, a psychic ability?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. It raises it by 2 stages instead of one. That's what makes it really good. What's it wing attack look like? I think you should probably keep wing attack. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if agility doesn't
Drop
attack,
drop bite.
because I have other dark moves elsewhere.
Unfortunately, you need to keep fly right now, but yeah. Basically give Aerodactyl one good flying attack and then keep roost and agility. You might
Gotcha.
not need to keep agility if there's a really good like rock type move or like you get
Oh, I forgot it's a rock thing.
yeah, you get a good rock type move, you replace agility with that probably. Because agility is very good, but you don't
Grumpig.
need it.
Yeah.
Roost is so good, you should absolutely keep it all the time. Unless your
Yeah, because
Aerodactyls,
that's the heal,
yeah,
right?
it's a straight up, it just heals you. There's no real downside because you're already a rock type. Being like grounded doesn't make much of a difference to you.
The hell is a Grumpig? I've never even heard of this Pokemon.
Grumpy?
Grumpig?
A Grumpig. It's literally just a pig, yeah.
The way its fists are like, or it's like shoulders? Is that, yeah, the way, no, the elbows. The way the elbows are like kind of poofy, almost right here. Oh, you can't see the mouse against the thing.
Yeah,
Right here kind of looks like a booba,
I
if
was
you
gonna
think about
say
it.
the like left arm that's raising up, that
No.
like highlighted section, that
Oh, yeah, yeah, that one.
kind
Yeah.
of looks like a pistachio
Like a pistachio. Oh, I see it.
or kind of like a penis.
Like a pistachio. Hold on, I got this. There needs to be like a pop out. It's like right there. Like this piece is right here. Oh, you can't see it on that side. There you go. I don't know. Fucking goofy. Anyway. Quick. Me edit now. You leave now? See you next week? Oh, you're not gonna be here tomorrow for Fun Time Friday? Grumpig is the Spoink evolution? I thought Spoink was garbage. If I knew Spoink turned into this, I'd probably have like tried to catch one. Shroud itself in a magic coat. I need to see what a normal Grumpig looks like. Grumpig. What a goofy little toddling weeble. Goofy ass motherfucker. Me edit and try to listen to this in background. What are you editing, IJP? What's next on the docket for you? Always love a good Primeape. Daily Mail and Twitter going have at you over the What's a Woman stream premiere. Wait, what? Why is Twitter? What? Are they trying to stream What is a Woman on Twitter, or are they just trying to announce that it's out on Twitter? What are we doing here? Editing a Tears of the Kingdom video right now. Nice. I'm enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. It's a very fun builder game. I don't really want to switch to Arc 9 because I might not. Why not do it both? What? I want to see this. Daily Mail, Twitter. What is a woman? What do I find? From what I heard, Twitter stopped What is a Woman because it misgenders people. Oh, Daily Mail. Look at, we can go straight to Daily Mail. We can Elon Musk is accused of throttling free speech after Twitter censors What is a Woman documentary. CEO says misgendering trans people is rude, but banning film was a mistake. Okay. Elon Musk isn't the CEO anymore, right? Pretty sure there's that new chick, right? Linda Yaccarino? Has she not stepped up yet? Is she not in the position? Maybe she hasn't fully taken over the duties. They got flagged for misgendering and hate speech. Elon still owns. Well, I know he owns it, but they said CEO. Okay, made a mistake when they reneged on an agreement to air the 2022 Daily Wire funded film Thursday. Earlier, Musk currently out of country, flaunting free speech. Blah 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 blah. Twitter boss claims the CEO. Wait, hold on. Shot down by calling the decision a mistake made by his staffers. Laid bare by the conservative publication's own CEO Thursday, the pulled deal pertains to Matt Walsh's What is a Woman? Details of a barrage of tweets. This is a mistake by many people at Twitter. It is definitely allowed. Whether or not you agree with someone's preferred pronouns, not doing so is at most rude, but certainly breaks no laws. It was a mistake by many people at Twitter. Jeremy Boring. What a great name. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, we're going to dispute it because Twitter once thought to have been the favorite First Amendment since this takeover claimed to be misunderstanding. Clarifying the decision, staffers reportedly told Boring they simply removed their pronoun policy to streamline their hate speech related policies, with Musk away on a surprise trip to China. 2012 film set to air for free on Twitter Spaces in honor of its first anniversary. Wait, first anniversary? Staffers explained they still consider misgendering, abuse, and harassment and would not be airing as is agreed. They gave us the opportunity to edit the film to comply. Boring revealed. We declined. Barrage of posts. In one of those scenes, Boring explained a father refuses to his 14-year-old transgender son as her. Using Musk's platform to announce the development, Boring recounted the behind one dairy. 1 year ago today, released What is a Woman? To celebrate the occasion and expand the movie's already enormous impact, we decided to give it away for free for 24 hours on Twitter. Twitter's recent commitments to free speech. Twitter responded with enthusiasm and offers how it's treated by a package host the movie on a dedicated event page. Accepted, signed an agreement. Specifically in the film, father does this because it's hateful and misgendering. Misgendering itself misleading. The enforcement. Twitter clarified they only removed misgendering from their policy because it didn't need to be that specific. They still consider it to be. Babylon B was sounds on Twitter. Their tech platforms already decided where they stand in the trans debate and demonetized and deprioritized all those who disagree. Not beholden to conservatives. Wow, this is super exciting, right? Oh my goodness. What does this sound like? This sounds like the two companies came to an agreement, to a deal, to do a thing, and then somebody lower on the totem pole said, "Wait, I think this is still against our policies," and hit a button. Because it still falls into a hateful conduct. Huh. So, is it airing? Is it going to air yet? Like, Matt Walsh blog. Wait, that's not the actual tweet. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Uh Oh, Elon's stepping aside in the next 6 weeks. That was 3 weeks ago, so we still got time. Both, from what I heard, they got flagged for misgendering hate speech. Elon still owns it. Yeah, they've limited the reach, and the chick they hired stepped down. The WEF chick is gone. Sure, Jan. Who's Jan? Who is Jan? What do you mean that she stepped down? Is Linda Yaccarino not the CEO in like 3 weeks? Um, where's her LinkedIn? Yeah, CEO at Twitter. Still shows CEO at Twitter. Good question, Jem. Classic Twitter and SJW misgender never gets old. Lives up to his name. Elon in China must be negotiating cobalt shipments. It's a documentary, though. Is it? I don't know exactly what it's documentarying. It's more just it's as much a documentary as that one guy who's the fat guy that did all the anti George Bush documentaries. Um, Fat Democrat director. Is that gonna get it for me? Michael Moore! Oh, baby, it worked! I searched up fat Democrat director and I got me Michael Moore. It worked. Thank you, Google. It's on their Daily Wire Twitter. It's up now. Okay. Daily Wire's Twitter. Take me to the real Daily Wire. Oh, yeah. Bing a boom right there. Visibility limited. Tweet may violate Twitter's rules against hateful conduct. But there it is. Looks like Elon does not have a handle on his company after all. I mean, how many people are there? Do you, like... Okay. Um, it's a pretty shit thing for a company to make an agreement and then to have somebody lower on the totem pole kind of go against that agreement. But would you like who's the CEO McDonald's? Okay, if Chris Kempczynski over here, this boyo was like, "Oh, yeah, you can get free Big Macs. Just go on in, grab a free Big Mac." And I go into a McDonald's and I go behind the counter to grab my free Big Mac, and the owner or manager there says, "Get on the other side of this counter," and like calls the cops. I wouldn't say, "Well, Chris Kempczynski sure has a handle on his company." Like that's not what I would go to. Uh, it is funny that it is still labeled. I think that's probably the funniest part. That's literally just like, oh, he's out of town and we're doing it this way. Uh, Anybody who's worked at a small business where the owner has left for any amount of time knows that there's a different set of rules when they're out of the country. I love that all of the oh, there's one. Amazing documentary. Nice. We've got one person actually talking about the documentary. Here we've got Jesus. Don't forget you can now minimize the screen and watch in the background. Wow, isn't that nifty? Rules against hateful conduct. Oh man. This is fun. Don't throttle me. Oh God, really? That this is cringe. I don't care who you are. I don't care what side of whatever you're on. Taking the Gadsden snake and saying "Don't throttle me." That's some cringe. Oh man. I do want to know though, like I'm curious, like who put it on there? Who can hit the button? Like, is the person that can hit the button to undo it also not there? Did they go on vacation for Memorial Day? Like they're just like gone this week and they're like, ah, fuck, I don't know how to do this. What? Why are we in this position where the higher ups can make an agreement and then either through algorithm triggering or human intervention, it can't get like corrected? My poor base libertarian flag defaced. What did they do to my child? Look what they did to my boy. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a fun giggle. I better keep hitting this button, otherwise I'll never do this. As if they just left like AI in charge while taking leave. They might have. They might have all put like they're like, oh, we'll just put an Elon AI in here. We'll put a Linda AI over here, and they just keeps tearing down the list. If people can say Super Size Me is a documentary, then surely What Is a Woman can. All right. Wow, Skunk Tank is punk as hell. That's a fun outfit. I'll do Lucario. Bust this out. Michael Moore at his finest. Here's a South Park clip of Michael Moore. Here we go. I think this is this one.
Hang on, T. Someone has broken into the hangar. Baxter?
Hey, Team America! I got something for you!
What the hell?
Prepare to die!
Jesus, titty fucking.
Oh, man. Michael Moore trying his best. Lucario will fight. I don't know. Force palm. See if we can put this thing to sleep. How's it going? Hope your internet's better than mine. It's hanging in there. Good. Fun. New policy you heard about it. Someone asked for a remake. We're not allowed to ask for a receipt. Wait, what? Someone asks for a remake. We're not allowed to ask for a receipt. I don't know what that would indicate. New policy on Twitter? I don't know. As if they just left AI in charge. His finest. Fun rabbit hole. Keep real punk tag. If someone says, hey, I didn't get a Big Mac in my order. Oh, I see what you mean. You're speaking remake like a person behind the counter says it. I'm like, what do you fucking mean? Explain yourself, chatter. I need to do the big streamer thing. Explain yourself or you're getting a ban. You're getting a 24-hour ban if you don't explain so that I understand exactly what you randomly typed in chat, potentially inebriated. Although we know it's not inebriated because it's Serranos and we just talked about how he doesn't drink. He's only touched a bit of the devil's liquor. Houndoom. Oh, that's right. Houndoom looks like the, what is the Vampirella? Is that not Vampirella? What's the other one? Is it Vampirella? The Marvel-y looking superhero one. Yeah, Vampirella. Okay. Fight. Force palm. Call that a bitch slap. Ooh, it's crit. Explain yourself, but don't talk about your emotional damage. It really bums me out. Oh, man, I forgot about emotional damage, bitch. I forgot about that. Don't trauma dump in my chat. Thanks for bringing down the mood. And I'm just like, you don't understand. They've been doing that for a while. DSB and LTG, it's just ban. No hesitation, no room. Only LTG just spurgs out on chat because he sucks at the game and rages. What? Does that work? Is that like a thing? Like, am I too allowing? Is that why I'm not growing as fast? Is that the problem? I feel like if I ban one person in chat that's not like a robot, then I've banned like somebody who wants to talk and interact. Like, that just seems like a dick move. It's not like you're taking up space in like food and drink in my living room or something and I've got to like make room for the rest of the party or something. It's just, what a weird idea. You dare question LTG. Jamie, play that clip. I am a god. That one? Where it's like the electro theme or whatever. We have his, we have on that. You'd mooch on my dime? I bet you would. Internet very bad. Might stop by later if it fixes itself. Chat, make fun of Blaine for terrible Pokemon decisions. I'm winning, and now I've got a fortress. And it's a short stream night, so we don't have much longer. So I've got to just power through killing these last couple and also sort of like leveling up some of these. I think figures like DSP or LTG only got more popular because the chatters and donors love to see them suffer unironically like a fetish or financial dom thing. But it's like reverse, because isn't like Findom like you... Oh no, the Spax. Findom is where like I make fun of you for not giving money to me, but they're like holding the donations over his head as like we laugh at you and you'll get your donation when you finally be a good little pay pig. It's a bug steel type. I don't know what that means. Should I be using different attacks? Pay pig in. Yeah. Would be better to send the I don't want to send Arcanine out there, but I do need to level up Arcanine a bit. Fighting type moves. Got it. Use fire? Oh, I'm getting mixed signals. I'd like to use fire, but I'm worried about losing my Arcanine. But I do need to level up my Arcanine, so maybe I just need to go run around in circles. Boom, Force Palm. Force Palm. Umbreon, Lucario. Dugtrio, yes. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is flying type, right? Fire does 4x damage. Whew. I love it. Oh, that's hilarious. the little gloves. This is adorable. Arrow should be immune to that. Figured. Boom. Yeah, let's see if I can actually just straight up fight this. Wing attack. It doesn't affect me. Ha ha! This could take a while. This could be a long fight. Oh, it's not gonna be a long fight. That was a crit move. I picked the right one. Oh, it punched me. Oh, that bitch punched me. Eat shit. Dugtrio knew some sucker moves. Never seen a clip of a white guy pay pigging and having a woman step on his back after taking out his own money from the ATM and giving it to her. Truly one of the moments he's sort of nervous too. Is that white guy Nick Ricada or Lofty? I know they've both been stepped on in public. Flying is better than ground. All right, let's get out of here. No, damn it. This town is like overrun, right? Yeah, this is the overrun town, I remember. Is it up here? There's the mart. All these bastards running around. Pew, pew. Pew. Don't die in the next 24 hours. I'm eating ice cream tomorrow. Ooh. At that point, just pay to go to Thailand. Truly pathetic. Might as well be. That guy seemed to enjoy it, though, afterwards. Some of those people, man, I don't get it. Like, I could see it being like a funny, ironic thing, like, haha, look at this. Isn't this silly? Isn't this kind of dumb? But like some of the people, man, that are in the legit, like, no, this is real. This is true. This really gets me going. Some of those people are the ones where it's like, I don't know about this anymore. I don't know about this. I'm not I'm not cool. I'm not cool even watching. Like, you know the meme of like, well, they didn't have my consent, you know, where it's like two people consenting, but there's like a third person who like doesn't consent. When you're getting stepped on in public and reacting like very positively, I don't consent to seeing that with my eyeballs. I don't consent to that. It's 100% the meme. Question their sanity and where they've been before that very moment. Yeah, how did you get here? How did you get here and why are we here now? All right, everybody. That was that was a quick. Let's get a little anime in because it is anime. Last two episodes of Yamada-kun, level 999. Pretty cute, fun dimensions. I like the direction we're heading. We're adding another... We've added a new wrinkle to the Yamada relationship in finally seeing how he views Akane and then adding another character to the guild. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good one. I look forward to tomorrow. We have our Fun Time Friday. We will be going all night long tomorrow. It will be a typical Fun Time Friday. I don't have anything to do on Saturday until into the evening. So we will have as much fun as we want, and I hope to see you there. Come on pie, everybody.